These are the fixtures for the last day of the season. Arsenal face off against Everton, Brentford face off against Leeds in a relegation clash, Burnley face off against Newcastle, and Chelsea are facing off against Watford. Into our first feature game now. West Ham need a win. They are joint on points with Aston Villa and Leicester. They are not safe from the division. They need 3 points. Can they get it away at Brighton? Into our next round of fixtures is going to be Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Liverpool lift the trophy against Wolves, and it's going to be Tottenham facing off against Norwich. Into our next round of feature games, and of course we are focusing on the relegation battle between Aston Villa, Leicester and West Ham. Aston Villa go away to Manchester City, a tough game there, and Leicester are at home to Southampton. Let's get into it. Welcome to the final day of the Premier League marbles. Arsenal versus Everton is up first. If Arsenal can win, they might get Europa League. It's 1-0 from Smith Rowe, but now it's 4-1 to Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 2 there, and it's going to be 5-1 to Everton. What a comeback, which means Arsenal have the Conference League. Up next, the game between Brentford and Leeds. A win here would mean one of these teams will be staying in the division. The other one might be in trouble. Here we go. No goals so far at the minute, but now it's going to be 2-2. It looks like goals going in from everywhere, from Phillips and Rafinha. Is there going to be another goal? No, and it ends 2-2. Those teams will have to wait for safety, but West Ham here will need a win. They're just above the relegation zone. Can they get 3 points? It's a bad start. It looks like they're 2-0 down, but now it's 2-1. They come back. It's going to be 3-2 from West Ham. It looks like Zuma, Antonio and Rice might have just secured West Ham Premier League safety. Into our next game, Burnley versus Newcastle. Burnley already relegated. Newcastle have Champions League. Here we go. 1-0 in a minute. Now it's going to be 2-2. It's a goal there from St. Maximin to make it 3-2. And looks like it's going to end 4-2 to Newcastle. They get the 3 points over Burnley. Our next game up is going to be Chelsea versus Watford. Both of these teams in the mid-table, not really a lot to play for. Here we go. Into middle marbles go. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. But now it's going to be 2-1. It's going to be 3-2, I believe. It looks like it's going to be a 3-2 win for Chelsea. But hold on. Dennis gets one back and it's a 3-3 draw between Chelsea and Watford. Welcome to part 2, Crystal Palace versus Man United. Crystal Palace probably need a point for Premier League marble safety. Here we go. It's 2-0 to Palace. It's 3-0 to Crystal Palace. It's Wilfried Zaha. It's 4-0 to Crystal Palace. They've absolutely stormed Man United. An embarrassment for Man United. It's 4-0 to Palace. Looks like Palace will be safe. Up next, Leicester versus Southampton. Leicester need 3 points, otherwise they will be relegated. Here we go. Into middle marbles go. And they're 1-0 down already. Incredible. Harvey Barnes gets one back. Can they find an equaliser? It's rolling. It looks like it's hit the post. And it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Leicester City are relegated. Up next, the game between Liverpool and Wolves. Liverpool are our title champions. Wolves have basically got Europa League anyway, with Arsenal losing in part 1. So here we go. It's going to be 2-0 to Liverpool early. It looks like Van Dijk, Jota get the goal there. But now it's going to be 3-2. But Mane gets the winning goal there. It's going to be 3-2. Liverpool title celebrations coming up later in the video. Wolves get Europa League. Up next, the game between Man City and Aston Villa. Aston Villa need to win this, otherwise they will be the last team relegated from the Premier League marbles. Here we go. Can they get the win? It looks like goals going early. It's currently 2-2. It's 3-2 in a minute. It looks like it's going to be 3-2. It's going to be 4-2 to Manchester City. And Aston Villa are relegated from the Premier League marble. The final game of the Premier League marble season between Norwich and Tottenham. Tottenham have Europa League already. So here we go. Into the middle marbles go. It's 1-1 in a minute. Son with the goal there. It looks like it's going to be 2-1 there. Now it's going to be 2-2 with Rashid getting a goal there. Now it's going to be Aaron to score and get the winner. The Spurs do get Europa League. What a season. The results for the last day of the season, it was a 5-1 win for Everton over Arsenal, a 2-2 draw between Brentford and Leeds. Newcastle got a 4-2 win over Burnley. It was a 3-3 draw between Chelsea and Watford. And West Ham got a massive win over Brighton and Hove Albion. It is a huge win for West Ham, and it will keep them in the division next year. They will be playing Premier League marble football next season. Into our next round of results, it was a 4-0 win for Crystal Palace over Manchester United, a 3-2 win for Liverpool over Wolves, and it was a 3-2 win for Norwich City in the final game of the Premier League marble season. Into our final feature games now, it was a 4-2 win for Manchester City over Aston Villa, and a 1-1 draw between Leicester and Southampton. This means that these two teams have been relegated. Let's have a look at the final table. The Premier League marbles final table for 21-22. Liverpool are our champions. Manchester City, Man United and Newcastle all secure Champions League football. Tottenham and Wolves get Europa League football. Arsenal finishing 7th with the Conference League. The 3 teams relegated, Aston Villa, Leicester City and Burnley, are all going down. What a season it has been. Thank you guys so much for watching. The award ceremony and the trophy presentation are coming up very shortly. But it's Liverpool 71 points over 38 games, which wins them the league title. Into the top scorer list now, Mohamed Salah wins the Golden Boot with 27 goals. Emmanuel Dennis finishes second with 25 goals. James Ward-Prowse with 24 goals. Antonio, KDB, Son, Antonio with 23 goals. Lukaku, Pukki and Morpay with 22 goals. If you guys want to see how every team did and who scored their goals, stick around because it's coming up next. Every team's goals and their stats breakdown is coming up next. Arsenal finished 7th in the league table, securing Conference League. Saka was their top scorer with 20 goals. Up next was Chelsea, they finished 12th in the league table. Lukaku their top scorer with 22 goals over the season. Up next was Brentford, they finished 15th with 48 points. it was Ivan Toney with 23 goals, their top scorer. Crystal Palace finished 10th with 50 points over the course of the season, with Zaha scoring 18 goals, their top scorer. Up next was Tottenham, they got 6th and Europa League, with Son scoring 23 goals, their top scorer. Up next was Watford, they finished 14th with 49 points, Emmanuel Dennis scoring a massive 25 goals over the course of the season. West Ham finished 16th with 47 points, Antonio scoring 23 goals, he was their top scorer. Burnley finished dead last in the Premier League marbles and they were relegated. Their top scorer Barnes and McNeil with 13 goals. Everton finished 9th in the table. Their top scorer Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 20 goals, Richarlison with 18. Liverpool were our champions. Mohamed Salah was scoring a massive 27 goals over the course of the season. Leeds United scraped safety in 17th with Rafinha scoring 20 goals over the course of the season. 46 points. Manchester City secured Champions League football, finishing 2nd with 68 points. Their top scorer, Kevin De Bruyne. Manchester United secured Champions League football with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring 21 goals. They finished 3rd in the table. Newcastle secured Champions League football with their top scorer being Alex Maximan with 16 goals. They finished 4th. Aston Villa finished 18th with 45 points. Danny Ings was their top goal scorer with 14 goals. They were relegated. Next up, Leicester City. They were also relegated, finishing 19th. Their top scorer being Jamie Vardy with 13 goals. Norwich finished 13th in the table with Timu Pukki scoring 22 goals over the course of the season. Up next was Wolves. They secured Europa League, finishing 6th with 56 points, with Hee Chan scoring 17 goals. Southampton finished 8th with 52 points, with James Ward-Prowse, their top scorer, scoring 24 goals over the season. Brighton up next, they finished 11th with 50 points, Morpay scoring 22 goals over the course of the season. The Premier League Marbles Player of the Season is, of course, Mohamed Salah. He wins it with 27 goals over the season. An incredible campaign from the Egyptian. He is the Player of the Season. The Premier League Marbles Young Player of the Season is Bukayo Saka from Arsenal, scoring 20 goals in just 29 games. An incredible season from the youngster. The Premier League Marble Golden Boot goes to Mohamed Salah for 27 goals in Liverpool's title win. He was instrumental, scoring for fun. He's now won the Golden Boot, the Player of the Season and the Premier League Marbles Championship trophy. Premier League Marbles Team of the Season, starting with the defenders, is going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold and Davinson Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez scored 14 goals for Tottenham and was instrumental in getting them the Europa League. Moving into the midfielders is going to be Kevin De Bruyne and Bukayo Saka, who make the Team of the Year. Bukayo Saka, the Young Player of the Season. Kevin De Bruyne with 23 goals over the season. Now moving into the strikers, of course, is going to be Mohamed Salah and Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney pushed Mohamed Salah all the way for so many weeks and only dropped off towards the end. He deserves a Team of the Season. Mohamed Salah, 27 goals, incredible. That is your Premier League Marbles Team of the Season. If you want to see Liverpool lift the trophy, it's coming up next. Liverpool are our Premier League Marble champions for 21-22. Let's meet the squad, starting with Firmino with 2 goals, Diaz with 2 goals, Mane with 11 goals, Trent with 10 goals, Van Dijk with 8 goals, Jota with 16 goals, and Mohamed Salah scoring a massive 27 goals over the season. Liverpool have done it. They are the champions. They are the one true champions. 71 points scored over the season, 97 goals. They couldn't be touched towards the end. They led from the start and didn't let themselves up. They are the champions. If you are a Liverpool fan right now, share this video to a friend. They have done it. 8 months. This series started in August and has run all the way through to May. 9 months in the waiting to crown our first ever Premier League Marbles champion. Thank you all so much for watching. All the love you've given this video, all the love you've given the support over the time. Liverpool are our champions and I cannot wait to do it next year and see who will be the 22-23 champions. Thank you for watching.